Okay, everybody, if you're here watching this video today, then more than likely you might be in one of three situations. One, you guys might be trying to improve your credit and get it to a better place. Another situation might be that you guys have kind of gotten your credit up to where you want it to be almost, but you just need to get a few more points, just get it right to where you really want it to be, that sweet spot. And the third situation might be that you guys already have your credit where you want it to be. Maybe you just want to protect it. You want to make sure that you get to keep it where it's at. So I have a tool that we're going to go over today that's going to be very useful in any of those three situations. I've seen several different tools like it in my experience in working in credit repair and helping people with their credit. And I found that this tool has some unique features that you won't see in a lot of others. So it really makes the process very easy to do any of those three things that you might be trying to do. And that's why I had a special guest to come on today to kind of give you guys the details on how it works and how you can benefit from using it. And I'm going to let Homeowner Cortez go ahead. She's a VP over at the company, and she's going to give you more details and in-depth breakdown on how to use it and how to benefit the most from it. So I'm going to go ahead and let you introduce yourself, introduce the company, and then go ahead and take things from there.
Well, thanks so much, William. Thanks for having me. And yes, I'm a VP of product here at Smart Credit. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to walk you guys through the platform and show you how it works, why it's different from everybody else, and how you can save a lot of money by joining Smart Credit versus really trying to piece together all the features that we offer in one. So without further ado, let me get in here, and I am going to log into a test account. And really at the top is where we have our credit building solutions. So I'm not going to spend too much time here on the score tracker, but just know that this credit score is being pulled from TransUnion. It's your Vantage 3.0 score. And then we've also calculated other things like your auto score. If you're going to buy insurance, this will tell you how they look at you. And if you're even getting a job, this is how you, how they look at that too. And you can track your score changes over time. So really the credit building features that we have are going to be right here. The score boost is going to be a very quick way for you to gain credit points based on your credit utilization. Now, credit utilization is 35% of your overall credit score. So it's pretty important. So you can see here, this test account owes $15,000 in credit card debt. If they were to pay all this off, they would add 78 points to their score, just about. However, let's say I can't pay my credit cards off in full next month, but I could do, about half of that. What this tool does is it tells you how much to pay and by when, so that you gain the most points the fastest. You can see here, we basically have you pay 4 days before each credit institution is going to report to the bureaus, and then we've calculated what the point increase is going to be just about.
I wanted to say that that's really good. That's one of the things that I really like about the software, the service. Basically, a lot of people reach out to me asking, which card should I pay off first? How much should I pay off on each card? That's going to benefit me the most. Mm-hmm. And it's actually, because I'm, of course, unable to give them an exact number of how many points, they're going to get. So with this, it makes it more obvious what type of result they'll get from taking the actions that they need to take. And it's telling them specifically what actions to take. And the part about the close date for the statement, that's really important too, because usually you would have to call up each place or, go through your statements to kind of see when that's going to be. So that you can make sure you maximize getting your utilization low. And this gives the information to you, just hands it off to you. It makes it a lot easier for you. So I just wanted to point out how I like how it makes that part, which is very important, very easy for people to do.
Yeah, funny thing, when I first started working here, I had pretty good credit. I didn't have any big negatives or anything. And I was paying my cards off in the statement balance at the end of each month. But what I had done is I had changed my due dates to the last possible date that they accepted. And so what was happening is by the time I was paying my cards, I didn't realize that it was already been reported to the bureaus. So for the life of me, I couldn't figure out how to get past my 740. Then I started using this and just following this plan. I changed all my dates of when I was paying, and now I'm usually around a 790. So night and day difference for me.
Right.
But I couldn't figure out what else I could do. The other thing, so another about 30% of your credit value is going to be your late payments and your payment history. So the score builder really deals with that part of it. So what it's going to do first is it's going to walk you through a bit of a tutorial and show you the accounts that are helping your score, and then also show you the accounts that are hurting your score. And then most places would stop there and give you some advice as to what you can do, but you still have to either do it yourself or hire someone to do it for you. With us, we're going to keep going. We're actually going to do something about it. So now we can't, work with every unique situation out there, but the 4 that you see on the screen, we can work with, whether it's fixing a credit reporting error, requesting a goodwill correction, negotiating a debt, or reporting this as identity theft. We can do that for you. So this first account that you see is a 90-day late with Citibank. Let's say I actually was 90 days late with Citibank. I could request a goodwill correction. Let's say it was the only time I had done that. We have a lot of pre-written reasons as to why you might want to request this. You could also type in your own. When I hit next and I hit confirm mail delivery, we're either going to send a fax or a letter to Citibank on your behalf to request this goodwill removal. If they approve it, they then would notify all 3 bureaus on your behalf. So literally by you clicking this one button, everything got taken care of. You don't have to call anyone. You don't have to, send any letters and do all that. We're doing it for you.
And that's pretty amazing that this does that for you. A lot of people, before they try to seek help, they'll try to work on their credit themselves, and they usually get frustrated with the part of having to, know what to say in a letter, where to send the letter, how many letters to send, going to deliver the mail to the post office, because most of the people that are trying to work on this have, family, they have kids, they have work, they're doing a whole bunch of things.
Yeah.
And this literally creates the letter for you. It delivers the letter for you as well. And that just takes a lot off of people's hands and saves them a lot of, headache and confusion trying to figure out what to do. So this is another very important feature, I would say, that can really help make this a lot easier for people, especially if you just have a few things you're trying to get squared away. This can make that totally easy for you and save you a lot of money, because you won't have to hire somebody to take care of some, small like that for you.
Exactly. Save a lot of time and money with this particular feature right here. So now that we've walked through the credit building aspect of it, let's say this was your account. You followed the plan. You got all your points. You've got an 800 credit score now. But that's not all, because it's just like when you have braces, right? Like you wear the braces for like 2 years. You get them taken out and you think you're done. Oh, no. It's just starting. Now you got to wear this retainer for the rest of your life when you go to sleep. Otherwise, your teeth get crooked again. And I know from experience, because I've had braces like twice now. So we've built in a lot of things to help you maintain that score and help keep your identity safe, especially in a world like today where there's so many data breaches and so many things. People trying to steal your passwords and just, it's crazy out there. This is one of those things that you have to have. So built into every membership, we give you $1 million of identity fraud insurance. Now, if you look at other companies, like for example, companies like this, they're charging, $9 a month to $24 a month just for that feature alone. This is included in your membership. Additionally, we are going to monitor all your finances in one place. You do have to do like the login thing. We pull all your accounts from your credit report, but you still have to do the login if you want to monitor your transactions. But what I love about this, besides knowing my net worth and really keeping an eye on all my stuff, especially if I have multiple checking accounts and multiple credit cards, is I can set up alerts. And then with these alerts, I like to get a text message every morning. So I get an email and a text message every day for all of my transactions. That way I can quickly and easily see if any of my credit cards are compromised, because now if someone steals your credit card, they're going to start with a small amount, like $10, $20, which nobody would notice, right? But if you're doing something like this, you will notice, and you can catch the fraud quickly as it's happening.
Yes, that's very important. That's very important to have, because like you said, you never know when something might happen because usually those things are unexpected. So you're not going to be looking for them to happen. And to have somebody, right there, watching your back for you and letting you know as soon as something is happening that might damage you in any way with your credit or your finances, it's important to know that stuff ASAP so that you can take care of it so that it doesn't go unnoticed. And then when you need the money or you need the score, it's in a bad place. And now you have to figure out what to do and backpedal a little bit. So yeah, that's great. That's a great feature in there.
Yeah, and you're also going to be able to check your 3 bureau report and score. So it's not just TransUnion. TransUnion is what we're pulling here, but you can see all 3 here. And you can check your credit score as much as you want. It's not going to have a ding whenever you sign up with a service like Smart Credit. It's a soft pull, so you can go in here and refresh this every day, and you're good. Nothing's going to happen. The last thing I'm going to show you guys is right here is this privacy master. Now inside of the test account, it does not work. I will have to log into my own account real quick. So what this is going to do, again, it goes into protecting your identity. So not only do we give you the $1 million of fraud insurance, but we also have noticed that there's all these sites out there selling your personal information. And what I mean by that is they're selling where you currently live, where you used to live, who your parents are, if you have kids, who they are, where they go to school. It's all this information that's out there about you. And so it makes it really easy to steal your identity. And so we find this information, we show you a little screenshot here to see that's you. And if you can verify that that's you, then you click remove, and then we go ahead and get your information removed off of that site.
That's very important. And, besides the insurance that you guys provide, having that is also very good because you don't know, you enter your information on a ton of different places, and then there are other places that you may not know of that collect your information, and being able to identify where that stuff is and clear it out is key to protecting yourself, your identity, and your family as well. As you mentioned, because like you said, you don't know what's out there, and just being able to know that it's there and do something about it. And the fact that your platform allows people to be able to do something about all these different aspects, including that is great.
Yeah. And just to give you guys kind of like a quick reference of all the value that we've built in, for example, these 2 sites here, their whole business model is to do what I just showed you, is removing your information from the other site. They're charging anywhere from $9 to $25 a month. Then, I showed you this one just for the identity theft insurance. And this one here is just for like the credit building, credit monitoring side of things. It doesn't even include a lot of the stuff that I showed you. And they're charging $50 a month. So with Smart Credit, you're literally getting, the value of about $85 a month or more in memberships. And, what you're going to pay is $22.95 a month. You get a $1 trial for 7 days to try it out, see if it works for you. We're that confident in it. And I mean, there's just no comparison. You're saving a ton of money and having everything in one dashboard.
Yes, that is a lot for the amount of money especially compared to all of the other things that are out there that try to do some of the same things, that they have just parts of the things that you mentioned, and you pay more for it. And you get all of that stuff at that price point. That's like a steal. It's a no-brainer as far as what to do. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I will say though, you guys gotta make sure that you use William's link, because the 7-day trial is special to his link. We don't offer that on the homepage. So you've got to make sure you use the link below, because that gives you the special option. There's no code or anything to put in. That link itself has the special pricing. But if you go to the main site, you are going to pay more for less, and there's no trial.
Right. So like she said, go ahead and check that link down in the description so that you can take advantage of that special discount that you got for being here today watching this video with us, and start taking some action, and of course play around with it, see how you like it, get comfortable with it, and test out all those features so you can see how it can actually benefit you. This is at this point the beginning of the year, so go ahead and start doing what you said you wanted to do for this year and make it your year by taking action with the insights that you're going to get from this platform.